So sorry about that, but I will give it a review and see what I noticed. So Mike is Wolf or Cursed is Wolf and Chris is Cloud.
On Smashville, let's
They
go.
both rushed in together, which is
got
cool.
lights on the loser sides. I'm exposed.
All right, this is a 6
finals, and we're
no
starting
or 7 game set, something
on
like that. I'm surprised he got hit by that though. Must have gone for like a grab or
Smashville.
something.
Let's go. We got King Chris, lights going the Cloud, and Cursed going the classic Wolf, baby.
I love to see it, and for everybody,
That should have probably been like a grab or something instead of down
just to give
till
a
he
little
didn't
bit
get
about
anything
build.
out of it.
Lights going the Cloud, and Cursed going
Yeah, I guess this is actually pretty helpful for you, isn't it?
the classic Wolf, baby.
I love to see it.
It's just
Let's
kind of
go.
interesting
We
here
got
because like he's
King
not
Chris,
throwing out
lights
much. King
going
Chris,
the
he throws out
Cloud,
one there,
and
but then
Cursed
like
going
this
the
here should be
classic
like Cloud pressure
Wolf,
zone, but it
baby.
isn't.
I love to see it, and for everybody, just to give a little bit about build up towards this. This is not the first time they've met in this bracket. Curse
Nope.
actually 2-0'd Lights in winner's side. He was the one to be able to bring them down and
Oh,
cause
that
this
grab,
amazing
and he got
17
hit by
dubs.
that. Jeez.
In my mind, that was a great play, D.
Oh,
And now he's back, and
that was
both
actually a pretty
swinging,
good
man.
setup,
And,
and he covered the roll in, which is good.
Up smash there, dude. They're just throwing everything out there immediately. Any big hits they can get, they're gonna pull
Okay,
it off.
I think again he probably could have grabbed
no
that.
time to mess around.
No, if you got a trick, you better bust it out right now. There's no messing around.
He's
There's
getting
no better
grabbed
time.
though.
That's right. You gotta bust a move, man.
You got it. But busting moves and getting your grooves, and that's what we're seeing
So,
here.
let's see here.
There's no messing around. There's no better time.
Hits they can get.
The
They're
thing
gonna
is,
pull
like,
it off.
there's a lot of out of shield options right now
No,
from Mike, where
if
like
you got a
sort of
trick, you better
counter
bust it out
hits
right now.
as opposed
There's no messing
to
around. There's no better time.
That's right, you gotta
trying to
bust a
control
move, man.
neutral or anything.
You got
Like
it.
he's respecting him like super heavily.
Busting moves and getting your grooves. And
So like that wasn't bad. It's just that dash attack is, or at least dash attack in that situation wasn't the move.
that's what we're seeing here as Cursed is he's going to be going up against a Lights who has momentum.
Oh,
he just
that was an
beat
interesting
someone
strat.
that he is very passionate about being. If you guys seen this Smash GG chat, you would have known that Lights really wanted to win that, and he did. So he is going in hard.
Oh
I
man.
will say Curse's recovery has been impeccable so far. Like honestly, has
That
been
could have been a
hitting
kill,
all
easy.
these side beats to make it back on
That-
ledge.
And he
This
did,
basically
so he
should
is
have been
going in
like.
hard.
I will say Curse's recovery.
I mean, the high recoveries are very interesting,
impeccable
but
so far. Like honestly,
that could have been like a, I think, drop off double jump nair if he wanted. I probably would have gone for like dare myself because it probably would have been easier to actually like space around. The nair would have been kind of hard.
has been hitting,
but
all
it
these
would have
side
worked.
beats to make it back on ledge, and also hitting as well. He
And
might be at
then
150%, but
again, he's letting himself kind of get cornered. That's the problem.
doesn't mean he's giving up.
I know that's what Cloud
They're
does.
both
Like
at
Cloud
kills,
loves to
and-
get you
yeah,
cornered. That's just how it
This
works.
is so intense. But we've seen in the past that Lights is very good at not wasting
He's playing
his
like pretty
limit
much
while
entirely in the
recovering.
corner,
He'll just keep
which
his jump and
is
air dodge
leading
and
to him
gets the
getting
first
killed.
stock
Or not
there.
getting killed, but
That back
putting
air
more
has been a
pressure on him.
menace.
Sorry, he's not actually getting killed for it right now, but in fact, he's actually getting the counter hits out. Like
Ever
his
since Smash 4,
burst
it is a
options.
menace in
But
this
I don't
game.
think that's going to stay that way.
Well, picking him up from almost behind him, Lights is going to get himself on the board first.
Shoutouts to Blast.
You got to be careful, especially at low percents now.
Okay.
An easy forward air back there will lead to a side B, causing so much
Okay,
damage.
good back here.
And Curse getting
Beat
a
Cloud
back
back here.
himself, evening. I should say, basically, evening the game. One stock.
Almost kind of feels like he's like trying to either stuff out Chris, or he's trying to reverse it so that Chris is at ledge.
To 1. And this is just crazy.
Like I think that this would have probably been a grab.
Curse getting a back air of himself, evening.
This one here.
I should say, basically, evening the game.
This.
One stock to 1.
It probably was
crazy.
a grab
They're
or something.
all each
Or maybe
other's
that was
face.
just a
It's going
dash
left
tech.
and right. Oh my goodness.
They are definitely
So
all over
again,
the place. It's
falling
really
hit.
interesting to be able to see.
Interesting
even though
that
there's
that
always
hit.
a lot going on, and it feels
Broken.
like your attention's always being pulled into a specific direction. It's been already 2 and a bit minutes, which is if you
Okay.
pull attention to something like that, it's
Okay.
been a lot of time.
Punished it.
And they've spent a lot of interactions hitting each other, but it's just they're so
Lot
good
of
at
F-tilt.
disadvantage and so good at mitigating that loss. that they're not just getting.
This is good that he did that
because
because he totally would have gotten hit if he tried going for a
I
flash.
really like I will say
Oh, he
one
almost got
thing.
hit too.
When Curse was losing some games earlier on in top 8, he started shielding more, and what did that do? Help him. Ever since he's been shielding, he's been getting through a lot of options.
Right, you're mitigating any sort of disadvantage. You're not
Oh,
rolling or
the
committing to
down
anything.
smash was
Shield
coming.
is one of the better options in the game, other than spot
Oh,
dodge canceling,
spot
which
dodge?
is broken and apparent right there. That's
Oh, yeah.
exactly what that was.
Chris
You
isn't
know,
really
Lights
covering
has just
the options well enough
he's
though.
been
But
just
he's
leaving
starting to
Curse
swing a bit
recover
more.
every single time. I think he
Okay,
just doesn't
covered.
want to commit too much. He
Pretty
doesn't want to get
pretty
gimped
poor
by the side of the
recovery there.
offstage, which we've seen a couple sets
Tried to
ago,
get him
by
to
the
drop
way.
shield, that didn't work.
Curse taking that stock and getting 36% right off the bat. He wants this momentum swing. You talk about momentum.
Yeah, so like this sort of one here, Chris is kind of letting him
basically
just get
beating
charged.
Stubbs set before. But you know what? If Curse gets his momentum, immediately gets hit by the blade beam. Great option.
He got
there.
killed
We all
for
know
that.
Wolf is a little too high up. Pretty linear recovery. Gets hit by a lot of projectiles.
Oh, that's a
He's
big
off
hit.
stage, especially
That's
blade
also a
beam.
big hit. Ooh, he definitely
Blade
could have
beam is one
gotten
of
way
those
more out of
moves
that. So those like jump up on plat grabs by Chris are so
that
good.
will catch you in a 2-frame.
It's like
if you
perfect
are
timing.
not ready for it, man. Oh, great job. A couple down tilts.
Interesting.
No jump. He gets it reset here. Limit's almost here, so that's something that he has to watch out about. But Curse is doing a great job holding stage here.
Every single time Lights up Bs as well, Curse manages to punish it.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's playing pretty well in the corner though.
Waste,
that's for sure.
and he needs to, even with all of these punishes. He's still down in percent just because Cloud's output is insane.
Oh man, that's
Good
gonna
forward
hurt.
smash there. We talk about those reads. He's always going for it.
Oh,
forward tilt.
that is bad.
He's out of a jump and out of air
That's
dodge.
real bad.
That's it. That's game number 1 goes to Cursed.
That was
this
a bad
one step
air dodge
closer
to
for
ledge.
him to win grand finals. I gotta let the people know that we're still
the one, and he started off with Cloud in the previous set. I was curious why he was keeping it
positioning. I think he wanted a sortie
Okay,
in the
ZSS time.
to work out around Wolf, but I think now he just wants the movement, honestly.
Yeah, and he wants to win. He wants to put him to bed.
He tried to put him down immediately, bro.
Great job coming from ledge with a little bit of an aggressive option, but that's gonna
that
net
F
him a
tilt.
little bit of stage
Slide
control.
F tilt.
He's gonna be able to bring it just a
Slide F
tiny
tilt.
bit further. I like these sliding forward tilts from Lights.
Oh yeah, honestly, like the inputs for that is so good. Like it's such a momentum swing that you can do, and it's
and
so
the cross
worth
up on
honestly.
the
And
fall.
I think people,
that's kind of
especially
crazy.
ZSS players,
Broken.
have to take advantage of forward tilt. It leaves your opponent in the
Oh,
back position.
he didn't roll
your
in though.
opponent also
I
a
guess
tech position.
he's too smart for that though.
We see Curse take advantage of the ledge so far. Such good pressure. Even just throwing out neutral airs there is something to be scared of.
Right, that's exactly it.
That's broken. Do you see that?
His mind right now. There's a
I think that's the
is that
the
that's
the combo version.
That would have been it for Chris.
I think.
But Chris,
that has like the extra hit
as the individual that he should be, and
it
he's
kept him
here
safe.
because of it.
Oh yeah,
Chris isn't messing around.
Oh, good setup.
He had enough time to turn around and up B.
Worst matchup, but I mean, I would totally play this.
Oh yeah,
Chris isn't messing around. Put out there connected, that would have been it for Chris. But Chris, immaculate spacing as the individual that he should be, and he's gotten here because of it.
Oh yeah,
Chris isn't messing around. Able to
wow, and he had enough time to turn around and up B. I think a little more of a mash from Curse would have worked out there, but even though that move got nerfed, it's still very, very fearsome. So you have to be careful with that. And now, in the first time in the set, Lights has the advantage, and this is where he wants to play his game.
Statement. Sorry, that's a crazy statement to say.
Yeah,
but it's
honestly,
so true.
It's so true. And now Lights, this is where he plays with the clock. He's playing his ZSS on triplats. That's exactly what he wants. If he wants to burn out the timer, he will. But that was a very ballsy landing, and he gets punched for that from the up tilts. Yeah, you have to be careful. Wolf has a lot of good anti-airs on him, and we all know ZSS likes to keep herself in the air quite a bit.
Dude, he is not messing around, man. Curse is on point. He is playing his punish game very, very well. He's not dropping anything that he needs to. Sorry, I just keep stressing this because I'm watching him create space and keep packing on percent, and now he's in the lead.
I will say a lot of times too, if he's wow, they traded there, but unfortunately
create space and keep packing on percent, and now he's in the lead.
I will say a lot of times too, if he's Oh wow! They traded there, but unfortunately, Curse gets hit by the spike hitbox. I was gonna say before, one thing that Curse has been doing is throwing towards the stage and looking for some sort of tech situation, then back throwing and get the opponent off the stage because he knows ZSS can easily get right back on stage. Wolf can't really do too much of edge guarding in his situation, but he's down a stock and he has to find a way through. And like I said, the classic situation, he's gonna keep at ledge, he's gonna go around. We all know ZSS can kind of run circles around Wolf. The only thing Wolf can do is keep shooting lasers and maybe come in with a dash attack or something, but this is definitely a hard situation for Curse here. He has to bring it back somehow, look for a hard read, and keep that positioning we were talking about earlier.
He's doing a good job so far. He's not losing his patience. He's
Exactly what I was talking about. Waiting for a read like that, and suddenly the game is even.
You love to see it. I have never seen this Curse before, but I am terrified for everybody who has to deal with this man.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this is like the best Wolf play I've ever seen him play so far. This is peak Cursed.
And in such an amazing situation, he must get power for helping people. That must be the power up, the charity Curse power up. Look at his patience, bro.
Damn.
You see him just sitting there. I see a man that's menacing.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing you gotta be so careful for. If you're at ledge against CSS.
Oops. I'm muted. Alright, what was I going to say? I was saying, basically, when ZSS isn't approaching, he doesn't have a reason to approach. So you can just keep shooting lasers because he had a lot of time. And then the last bit I was going to say here was good patience at ledge here. When you get knocked to ledge like this,
you see him just sitting there. I see a man that's
you kind of don't want to do any option because you see down smash, he covers with
That's
side
one thing
B.
you gotta be so careful for. If you're at ledge against ZSS, definitely not a fun situation.
You can wait.
We're not at Disneyland today. We're playing ZSS's game, and you know what? Even though Curse is at 101%,
he's getting hit by a
that
down
doesn't
B,
mean it's out for him. Wolf with Rage, a scary situation.
So you see that, like, it locks him down actually really
you
well.
know what? Even though Curse is at 101%, that doesn't mean it's out for him. Wolf with Rage, a scary situation.
But I guess he's letting himself get locked down. But I mean, even so, even if you're getting one hit off of this,
gonna keep his distance. I mean,
I'd probably prefer that myself. Covered it with Nair there.
Lights isn't gonna.
Yeah, he got hit by it. Oh, but he didn't get punished.
He hesitated a little too much.
Oh,
he gets punished for it.
Yep.
So I was talking about most of the time, because we all know
that'll happen.
But Triplat
Curses
on your perspective.
It's kind of a playground for CSS, a lot of movement to work with. The only thing is too is that one of its stage positionings is exactly like Final Destination, which would work pretty good for Wolf in that situation. So we'll see how these players will work it out. It is a tied set right now.
Town and City
on the winner side, Lights on the loser side, and this is game number 3.
Arguably one of the most important games.
Oh, that was
good.
good.
Talked about it
good
before,
weadback.
But this is going to dictate who has a counter.
I wonder if he thought about the side B, but I don't think
game 5 if it ever gets.
I think
that
was just
point.
2. That's too gutsy.
Or it could be the swing and momentum. I'm really liking Curse gameplay so far. He's packed on a solid amount of
you got hit by that though.
And is doing
That's
his best
bad,
to mitigate damage, but good read. Not able to.
I will say he's
Look
also
at that,
not
though.
committing fully to anything. Like every
got
time
hit.
he's been doing down throws, he hasn't been going for the dash attacks or like any tilts we've been seeing too often. He's been kind of seeing what Lights
didn't really
game
work,
plan
but
is, which is good because
didn't
we
get
talk about that positioning and
too
that
long.
adapting. You want to get your opponent to a state where he or her thinks they're going to be safe. And in this situation, Curse has the advantage so far, and you see Lights basically retreating to his own little safe place, which is exactly what you want.
Yeah, that runaway's
The
there.
Nair is really working
and just creation of space from King Chris is a staple of his gameplay.
He's getting
not only
nothing.
for breaking mentality, but also just to be able to tack on percent when
Nash
he doesn't
Nair,
want to be
bro.
in the middle.
Do it.
That's all he's doing is a tiny bit here, tiny bit there, waiting for his opportunity to be able to really.
Nair is your win condition.
Yep, and hey, that percent adds up, like we said, a little shot
let's go.
here and there.
Back to the laser.
Keep getting those hits.
Oh, the up smash.
Oh, they're good. You know, I know Curse has been fishing for that quite a bit.
Hopefully some good.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
He died at 80%, by the way. Definitely rough.
Oh, got the up smash though.
Forward smash. We're talking about it. We always talk about throw some
forward smashes but he did too early. That's unfortunate.
Out there quick and they kill
he would have gotten a punish though.
Yeah, Curse just showing off how how much he's learned
Yeah.
from playing King.
I
of
think the
Mist
big
here.
part is he just
You
needs
know,
to learn how to
'cause
deal with
when it comes down to it, you're not just
down
gonna hit
B
that
here.
willy-nilly. You have to set up for that
Down
and be
B's
very
getting
aware
them.
that that's about to happen. Granted, it's hard
Not
to
ready for it.
punish a wolf smash attack, but he hasn't been just throwing it out.
Uh-oh.
It's been a once in a while,
Okay,
and
good
it hits
recovery.
more times than
Good
not.
job not
I give
wasting
him an
jump.
80%,
Okay.
80% hit
At least he didn't
ratio,
get hit.
which is better than me in FPS. So like that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I think he knew in that situation with how the
Yep, you
stage
can't
was set
grab
up
that
in the
move.
Kalos
That move is
situation,
not gonna
that
work.
King Chris
That grab is
was
minus,
basically
or that
empty
move is
hopping a
minus
lot
2. You
and
just
looking
gotta
for
learn to
something in
take
down
it.
being, and he knew that
Or don't
if
take
he
it.
was able to punch an empty hop, he would get a free up smash from that.
That being said, he's in kind of a rough position
Okay,
right now.
good patience again.
Yeah, definitely not
That's
in the
good.
position he wants to be.
Okay, got some
But
punish. Got a
basically,
little
hey,
punish,
if ZSS
baby
misses
punish.
a grab, that's an easy punish. Even though he's at 106%, doesn't mean he's out. We talked about the wolf rage,
Oh, but that
everybody.
was.
Down being, and he.
This
But
is just
basically,
not.
hey, if ZSS misses a grab, that's
it's-
an easy punish. Even though he's at
It's like a panic
106%,
option,
doesn't
I
mean he's
guess.
out. We talked about the
Tried to
wolf
land
rage,
in, but then.
everybody.
So the
definitely don't
idea of
wanna
this
be,
isn't
but
like
basically-
terrible, I guess. It's sort of like trying to avoid any sort of attack.
hey, if ZSS
But what he
misses a
should have
grab,
tried
that's
to
an
do
easy
a little bit
punish.
more was
Even
get
though
the
he's at
inside lane.
106%, doesn't mean
So
he's
you
out.
see how he's like going like this. If he went for the inside lane, he actually would have made it, but
We talked
instead he
about the
went
wolf
back
rage,
and he
everybody.
got caught.
But you definitely don't want to be off stage. Probably a side beat. Yep.
Good recovery, not getting
Probably
caught
not going to
up.
die for it.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
That side
He did
beat
die for
from
it.
Light. Wow,
That's
is gonna
unfortunate.
take that. That's very, very strong, dude.
Yeah, that side B
Oh,
is
this is
such
gonna
a
hurt.
menace
This is
now,
actually really gonna
especially
hurt.
when you can change the
Oh, he
position
definitely could have
of
died.
the certain hitboxes of that moves and where it sends you. You got to be careful with it. Again, either combo or
Interesting.
kill. But again, Curse not afraid to keep being back on stage. We've seen the results of trying to contest that move off
Oh,
stage doesn't
that was a
work
good
quite
weave,
well for the opponents. Even percent, almost
Uh-oh,
just a stock
that's
down
big
for
damage.
Curse. Not
Oh,
looking too
he
good
barely
there.
missed that.
My
That was actually
gosh,
really
that was
close to
such a
hitting.
good conversion from Lights. Curse was able to get him out of, get himself out of that dire
He's just
position,
kind of
but
getting
just the fact that you get put in there,
advantage right now.
that takes a toll on you.
I will say one thing though, and that's if Curse manages to punish a paralyzer with a counter or with a reflect, that could be the game as
Yeah,
well.
he's not.
I mean,
When was the
Lights
last
is
time he got
thing,
like
though.
an
Such a good
actual hit,
conversion
a
from
solid
Lights.
hit? I mean,
Curse was able
he
to
got
get
like
him out of,
one
get himself
aerial or
out of
something
that
here,
dire
or
position, but just
he
the
get?
fact that you get put in there, that takes a toll on you.
Or he gets
I
a
will
laser.
say one thing
Yeah,
though.
he gets one laser here, but
Doesn't
how
the
long
combo
is?
or kill for the
Yeah,
Able to get
punish
Lights got
a
quite a bit
paralyzer with a
off
counter
of this
or
situation.
with a reflect, that could be the
It's just
game
hard
as
for him
well.
to get in right now.
I mean, Lice is that too.
So let's look at what he's
Off
doing,
stage doesn't the combo or
because he gets
side B
comboed
is
for a good
such
while here.
menace now, especially when you can change the position of or
So I'm gonna wait.
the certain hitboxes of that moves and where it sends you. You got to be careful with it. Again, either
Okay,
combo or
this is
kill.
basically when things
But
just
again,
start to change.
Curse not afraid to keep
So
being back on stage. We've seen the results
holding
of
back.
trying to contest that move off stage
The
doesn't
zero
work
is
quite
working
well
though.
for the opponents. Even percent, almost
So
just
an
a stock down
overextension.
for Curse, not looking
That
too
really
good there.
should have been it, but
My
he
gosh,
missed.
that was such a good conversion from Lights. Curse was able to get him out of, get him sent.
So I don't really
Just
know.
a stock down for
I
Curse,
don't
not
know what
looking too
this
good
one was.
there.
I guess it worked.
My
But
gosh, that was such a good conversion.
it was
from
like
Lights.
fair to fair to
Curse was
fair.
able to get
He almost hit both of them, but they just
him out of,
missed.
get himself out of that dire position, but just the fact that you get put in there, that takes a toll on
Again, it's sort of like get off me options. You know what I mean? So I mean,
you. My
what
gosh,
he
that was
really
such a
needs
good
to be
conversion from
doing is
Lights.
he needs to be getting like proper positioning
the opponent.
inside
But again,
to proper
Curse
like
not
to.
afraid to keep
It's sort of yeah. So a lot of this is basically trying to cover Lights going in, but Lights is taking his time. So I'll show you here.
But again,
So something like
Curse not
this, he goes up here and then he drifts back. Basically, Lights is just staying in this spot, right? He doesn't have to move forward because the curse is not going to land on him. So then he goes back and he gets more stage positioning because curse runs away. And now he gets this, right? So
careful with it again. Either
I'll show you
combo or
again.
kill.
So he gets the full stage positioning from that one flash. So this is really where he should be getting some sort of advantage off of it.
Again, Curse not afraid
But he doesn't. He backs off, comes back, backs off again, and then he actually gets pretty hard punished. Like I said, this really should have led to the stock, but it didn't.
Just a stock down for Curse,
But he
not looking
basically
too
got into this situation because of that.
good there.
My gosh, that was such a good conversion. From
And then
Lights.
again, like I
Kurst
said,
was
sort
able
of
to get him out of
get off
himself
me
out of that
options. He
dire
gets to the
position,
other
but just
side of
the
the
fact
stage
that you get
again.
put in there,
So it's again
that
like
takes a toll on you.
patience to a degree is fine, but it's just over patience,
I will say one thing though,
like over
and that's
defensive.
if Curse
So
manages to
again,
punish
that should have been something like some sort of
it,
Get
offensive
himself out of
option.
that dire position, but just the fact that you get put in there, that takes a toll on you.
Like it just sort of feels like Mike's afraid. That's sort of what it feels like.
I will say one thing though, and that's if
So you watch this, like that could have been something. Could have even done like maybe even like a tomahawk, but even
if
like a
Curse
nair or
manages to
whatnot would have
punish
just been
a
something.
paralyzer with a counter or with a reflect, that could be the game as well.
I
So
mean,
again, sort of
Lice is at 2
sort of
stocks now.
chilling. Another get off me
True,
choice.
Still vibing. Oh,
Oh my gosh, he
gosh.
almost died for that. That was close.
Thankfully that wasn't at the platform, or else that would have been the stock.
Yeah, Light's not putting himself in that bad of a position.
Oh
his
my
best
gosh,
to
that
make his
missed.
way around. That was scary. Whew.
Yeah, we're almost
Oh,
down to
wow,
the
that's
10
crazy.
mark. Oh,
Good
wow,
move.
surprising that didn't kill.
Oh my
But we do
gosh.
have a higher, just
Shout outs
slightly
to Frame
higher
1
ceiling
Jeff.
at Smashville
Yeah.
for Tana City, and the side B again.
He's
taking
giving up a
another
lot of
stock,
stage control,
and
but the thing
Lights
is he
taking
just
game
isn't
number
confident going
3.
in.
It is 2-1 for
He
Lights.
doesn't
If that was all Lights, I'm
he
gonna
doesn't feel confident going in. And so what ends up happening is he backs
he
off
just all that. So
and
Corner at any time,
his
right? But
damage is coming
hitboxes
through
that come out
anti-airs
from ZSS are a little bit
and get
unique
off
in the
me
way that they
tools,
send you.
which
So learning
unfortunately
how to
is
properly
not
see how you
enough
get the
in
most
this.
out of that is the most. Granted, he probably could have died anyways.
So he got a
But,
punish off of that.
At this point of play, there's only minor adjustments that you can make, even to
This
just
is sort of, I guess, if we're talking about modes of play. So you see how he's playing a defensive mode. It's not gonna work, and so he needs to start bringing more offense. He doesn't have to go in; he can just hold, but it's not working. Like the thing is, he's still getting out pressured.
be able to improve.
Like I agree that like that blaster is really good, but against the mobility of ZSS here, you can't just sort of hold in because
Right? Like
he's
his-
actually
they're
getting
here
a lot
because
of
they're good
mileage
at
out of just
everything
waiting
for the most part, and now
outside
they
of
need to
Mike's
fine-tune
burst
some of
range.
the situations and really, get that engine revving properly.
So you see how much
Good
free
at
space he
everything
gets
for the
from
most
doing
part,
this.
and now they need to fine-tune.
Like he gets
some of
so
the,
much
the
mileage
situations
just off of going in
and really,
because Mike isn't going to do
get that
anything
engine
unless he
revving
thinks it's
properly.
confirmed. Like you see that? He completely missed the nair.
And what a better time to adapt in grand finals, especially at the bracket.
And so then he
reset
starts
some
getting
of
Mike
the
starts
situations
getting
and
Mike
really,
to sort of do panic
get that engine
panic
revving
out of
properly.
shield options.
And what a better,
So you'll watch this
what
again.
a better time to adapt in grand finals, especially at the bracket reset.
Again,
does take
punishing.
place. But
Zera's
we're
just
seeing
working,
game number
doing
4,
everything.
we're seeing
Wow, the
great
stun on that
moves.
is insane.
Yeah, honestly, if you do a decently charged paralyzer, push your opponent forward and down B, that just means an earlier kill, and we saw it there, and that is an early kill indeed. Like you.
So there we go. He
Stock
overextended
already,
that time,
like,
which is that's
might
his
not
fault.
Like looking at it, even
but
though it's one stock.
You see, he can just kind of
If we get a
you can
kill
just do
that
whatever,
early,
right?
that's a
As long
definitely
as he
big mental change
keeps his
and mental
advantage
challenge you
or his
have to get
offense on,
over.
Yeah,
he's just gonna
Lights
keep
is
on winning.
Really getting in Kursed Grill right now. There's buttons being pressed and they're trading percent. That is not going to go very well.
So
for Kursed.
this is a play style issue, if we want to talk about it that way.
I mean,
It's not.
you only have so
It's
much
not
going to
work against Chris playing like
Trades
this.
are not the answer. Granted, he can find these kills. Just like that
So-
sometimes.
Yep, honestly, like
It's just like a
sometimes the
lot
best
of
thing to
fear,
do
I
is
feel.
wolf his throw out a smash. Actually
So
seen it
again,
work before.
okay, you got to punish
And as
out of
long
it
as Kurst
because
can
he knows that
punish,
there's like a
Lights' landing
confirmed
and his
punish.
empty
But even
hops,
so, I
he can
mean,
get a
like
kill, but
you
it's
can't
not
win a
looking
game
too
off
good
of
on
those
his side.
interactions
Yes,
because
be
you're basically
careful
getting
on ledge.
stray hits.
It's- Get side B,
It's
not
not
the
enough.
vertical one though.
Hits a hit. He got a little bit of stage, and if he can find a straight hit here, he might be able to take out this.
Like look at
stock
that! Oh
before
my gosh,
things
that
get-
nearly killed, and that
and
killed.
Oh, great
More
there.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he knew he was out. This is not looking too good. Curse honestly just has to take a little bit of a breath, a little bit of a breather to think something out. An up smash like
Think
that.
about it.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, like,
Good up
like I
smash,
said, throw something
but
out.
it's
It's gonna work.
nice.
But this is the beginning of
Up smash to
something.
up smash.
You have to keep to it. You can't let Lights get to your head. That's one thing he's so good at doing. And this situation as a possible bracket reset.
So I love you, Mike, but one thing you do is you do try and use wolf privilege a lot.
Something, you
So
have
something
to
like
keep
this.
To it. You can't let like
Think
that
about it.
one
I know it
thing-
only gets you hit
Yeah.
once,
Hey, like I
but
said, throw
it
something
did
out,
get you
it's gonna
hit.
work.
for trying to nair.
You have to keep to it. You can't let
Second one you
lights
got
get
away
to
with.
your head. That's
But you
one
almost
thing
got hit
he's
again.
so good at doing. And in this situation, as a possible bracket reset, you
Okay,
can't let that
so
happen.
now he's starting to get some pressure
especially
going.
when you're
This is
cursed.
good.
The little bit of
But then he's
movement
getting
that
reversed
Kursed is
immediately.
putting out just goes to show that I don't think that he's frazzled. He's just continuing on with his game plan. Light is adapting really well and just playing very on point.
Okay,
Like
all
we've
right,
been
great.
saying, Light
Look at this
wants to
approaching.
win this.
He's
Like,
approaching and he's getting
he,
hits. Let's
he is
go.
motivated. He's a motivated man. He plays Wi-Fi all the time. This is
Okay, good.
This is who
That
he
was a
is.
good back off.
I'm gonna be
He is-
honest. This set almost looks like we're not playing on Wi-Fi, just with the precision.
Okay, there we go. This is better.
Yeah, it's so well placed.
So if
and
you
he
watch
plays Wi-Fi all the
this
time.
situation
this is
where
who
he's,
he is.
he
I'm gonna
is
be
sort of
honest,
counter
this
hitting
set
still,
almost looks like
but
we're
the
not
thing
playing
is
on
that he's
Wi-Fi,
also
just
going in. You see that? Like a falling nair or falling fair as opposed to rising fair.
precision.
And he's
it's
actually getting
so
things
well
off
placed
for it.
and so well done, and they're playing within exactly
See, look,
the
he didn't
parameters
even
that
get
they need
punished for that
to be
nair
able to make this
immediately.
happen.
Mm-hmm. It just shows the skill of both players. Like you said, they're here for a reason. They're here to fight it out. But being Wolf off stage against
Yeah, that
CSS,
patience is really working
be
though
so
at ledge.
careful.
He
Like,
should definitely
thankfully,
keep that up,
Curse is able
which
to
he
basically make it back
will,
off stage every single
unless
time. And he has to keep center
lights
stage
changes.
and try to go for a smash attack again. He needs to get a kill 120%.
Oh my gosh.
Not good. Definitely an
Oh,
option.
that
Oh,
is
Light
so
missed
lucky.
that side B. Doesn't
That's
get too
also
much of a
unlucky
punish,
though that
only
it
a
knocked him
neutral air.
backwards.
He needs to get something
That's
first.
it.
He needs to hit something and gets hit by definitely an option.
So is this sort of
Light
like
missed that side B.
dodging?
Doesn't
What's
get too much
happening
of a
here?
punish, though, only a neutral air. He needs to get
I think he's trying to escape
something Percy.
because there's really nowhere he can go from there, right? He can't do a falling aerial on there because that is just too much resistance. So he probably just tries to escape there and he gets caught for
We're
it.
seeing a bracket reset from Lights. Yep.
Which
Yep.
again, like I said,
I
jumping out of
Lights and
disadvantage is
losers
probably
something
going to
to
get
be
punished
afraid
later
of.
in the
To
set.
be
That's
able to
not
keep
really
that
the
up,
case
like those
here,
got
but
time
it could
and
be
so
later.
special. You can
Hey Ray,
reset
how's it
from
going?
5.
Yes, Lights go.
Love
Here we
you
go,
too.
look at the bid.
I know that sounds really dead inside.
Both
I'm
players
sorry.
sticking with their characters. Honestly, the smart decision from Lights. He knows his ESS is working out a lot. Hopefully, Curse was able
Come join
to
us for our
calm
Kursed
himself
VOD
a bit,
review.
regain a little bit of his mindset, and then we're going back to Town and City. We saw how this worked out in
Oh.
the last few games.
Oh, that was
pretty back and
that was
forth.
an
Lights was
interesting
able to
tomahawk.
take advantage of the stage just a little
Okay.
more with ZS's movements.
So he is starting to
But we
like
all
actually
know
play more
Curse is
aggro,
so good at
which is
positioning. We're
working,
seeing that here
as
right
you can
now.
sort of see.
Basically not letting Lights breathe every time he comes back on stage.
Like it actually
He's not
is
afraid
working
to
more.
come up with a
So
neutral
now
air too.
now Light is sort of realizing,
I
okay,
mean,
yeah, he's starting to go in
utilize
on
the
me
tools
now.
to your advantage, and that neutral air just eats up
So
so much space and is so long lasting. It can make it hard for Lights to be able to work his way around.
now he's got a sort of he's
That
doing
being
his
said,
own sort
if
of
he
counter
just
hit game
does a
now.
little bit of movement, a little bit of movement, if I may, like he has been. It is
If you
definitely a way
crusty
to be able to get
ZSS.
around it.
If you want me to
and you
VOD
love to
review,
see
I can VOD
the
review.
ledge trapping here is something to focus on because both players are so good
Alright, there
at
we go.
being able to figure out exactly what you want to go
This is
for.
good
And
spacing.
they're
This
covering
is
off the
a pretty
entire
good
time.
start to
There's
the match
no
actually.
dead air.
Okay, I will say every single laser Curse has thrown out, Lights has been hit by it. Like you talk about
Oh
precision,
no, he
that's
almost had
precision
that.
at its finest.
You got it. You absolutely got it.
Ooh,
The
got him.
one-
Oh, but he got hit
oh,
by that.
no.
And
No,
he didn't
no.
get
Oh,
punished.
nice.
Hello?
He didn't go for the uppie this time. I think that actually would have hit instead of the up air.
Yeah,
I think
the
that was meant
mash,
to be like
though,
an
you
up
were
smash
saying
or
before
something.
that
I
he
don't know
needs to
what that
mash, there's
was.
the mash.
Unless he
He
fat
delivered.
fingered.
Oh,
Oh, he
man.
got him.
Gets hit by that was a good conversion right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Zaire Fair is true or not. I haven't seen it enough to be able to check it out, but it
That
is
was pretty
definitely
quick though.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's sort of getting back into
Oh,
back
just
into the
waiting for something.
territory
I
of
think that Lights was just a little too high up to get
of
any sort of tech
anti-air
situation.
get off me
Yeah,
options.
it was really good awareness from Lights to be able to opt for a jump instead of a tech.
I think when
situation
Mike sort of
because
gets
Curse wanted to
panicky, he
cover
starts
2 or
actually
3
just doing
options
that.
with bounce smash.
Oh, for sure.
Like
And
you
this is
see
where
again,
we
we're back
see
in a
the
situation
gap
where he's not
slowly
even
beginning to
throwing
get further
any
and
moves
further
out right
away
now. He's
from
just trying to
Cursed.
get out.
But he has to pull something through, some sort of smash attack. We've seen it.
So like this
is
here.
where we
Awareness from Lights
This
to be
is
able to
when it
opt for a
starts, I
jump
think.
instead of a
Something
tech
like this.
situation because Curse
So he
wanted
gets a little bit
cover
of
2 or
offense,
3
but then now he
options with
starts
bounce
to
smash.
sort of crumble
for sure.
as the Zairs come out.
And this is where we see.
I think what it could be is he doesn't know how to deal with Zair. That's probably what it is. So he doesn't know how to deal with Zair, and
The
so then
gap
he's trying
slowly
to
begin to get further and
somehow
further
avoid
away
it, but
from
it's not
Cursed.
working.
But he has to pull something through, some sort of smash attack. We've seen it before, an easy up smash,
he
forward
almost got hit
smash
by that.
would work. But
Oh,
Lights is
that was a
perfect
good
at keeping
move.
center center stage and then
That was a
immediately
reaction.
getting right to your face. So far,
He was
Lights is up
90
2
after
stock.
hit.
Yeah, yes, this is scary. You have to be careful. That jump kick is one of the
Oh.
best moves in the whole
Oh, got
game. Debatably.
Oh,
Let's be
got
honest,
him.
and he's
Wow.
not afraid to go for the disrespect.
That
He's
was a
like,
move.
I have to be careful. That jump kick is
I've
one of the best moves in the whole game.
gotten hit by
Debatably.
something like that before. That's
Be
an
honest,
F,
and
bro.
he's not afraid to go for the disrespect.
No.
He's like, I got 3 stocks. What do I have to lose? I'm at
No,
150.
that's cheese.
What? Literally, what did he have to lose there? Nothing. And that gets him game number 1. And that
Yes, now I understand.
is story. Like we talked about,
All right.
adapting is the biggest reason.
That was
to keep
game 1, yeah,
going.
okay.
And if
Good.
Curse can compose himself and adapt,
Not losing
he
it.
can easily take another game.
Is that
Okay.
what we're going to see here? Are we going to see
So main bits he doesn't know how to deal with his
continuation?
he doesn't know how to deal with Zir, and he doesn't know how to deal with down B. He kind of knows how to deal with down B, but he just isn't quite executing. It's hard. You're built different, Ray. That's good. You would have had those down smashes on deck. The Bears.
Of
They're
what we
going
see in the
ham.
Western Grand Finals. Find out now, game 2. Now we switched
Okay,
from one
there we
Animal
go.
Crossing
He's
stage
going
to
in.
another
This is
Town
good.
City to Smashville. And Cursed is holding his own so far.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, he always managed to hit.
See,
one
look
or
look
two
how much he
moves,
gets
and
from
it's
offense,
always-
man. You
Yeah.
see this?
Town City to
You
Smashville.
just gotta
And
be
Cursed is
confident in the
hold-
offense. And the thing is, all the good wolves, like say for example, Ouch. Ouch is like always going in. Ouch has like unstoppable offense sort of thing, where he just sort of has an answer for every situation. He knows what the next move is going to be. So when you're playing Wolf in offense, you kind of have to be able to do that because there always has to be the next step. But yeah. Yeah, that definitely happens. Don't worry. I had a what's it called? I had a whole game to not be able to deal with flip kick. So I still am not that good at dealing with it. I played Door a lot in Smash 4 and I did not know how to deal with it.
Holding his own so far.
Mhm.
But you look at this, he's
Yeah,
going in.
He always managed
Now,
to hit one
mind
or two
you,
moves, and it's always
Chris
Yeah.
is Steve's
oh,
there,
wow.
but
He had no
still.
jump and he flip kicked back.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
this is the momentum we were talking about, and a little slip up of Lights will easily cost
There we
him
go.
the game
Big
if
damage.
he doesn't keep
Oh, no.
moving forward.
Okay, this is fine.
Yeah, we've seen.
He's still got a
we
bit of
haven't seen
confidence
this
right now. Once the
particular iteration
Zers
of it
start
yet,
coming in, then
where,
he's really
no,
going to start
where
falling
Curse can
apart, I
get
think.
a little bit ahead and hopefully push that
That's what I think is
to
going to
his
happen.
advantage if he wants to
That was
win the
decent,
fair
but
train.
he got too greedy.
But is that particular iteration of it
So
yet, where
No.
where Curse can get a little bit ahead and
let me just see this.
hopefully push that to his advantage.
So he really shouldn't have done like another fair. I'm not really sure.
If he wants to win the
He got
fair
stuck in the
train.
move.
But is that going
Yeah.
to be
He was just
double
he
jump?
just
think
wanted
yeah,
to fair
I think
train
he took
away.
his jump away, and fortunately, he decided he wouldn't be able to make it back in time.
I think once
now we
Mike
come to an
also just starts
interesting
getting hit
situation.
by
You
things he's
know-
not prepared for, then he sort of
knows
starts to
that
panic.
he had an advantage, and getting gimped definitely hurts.
But-
But you can't be. That's not foreign as Wolf. It happens all the time. I mean, his
Okay,
recovery
not bad,
is,
but
is not the best. It's
Chris had a
kind of
better
goofy.
answer for that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep, as long as he realizes that though, like
Okay. Yep.
he knows when
If
to
he
give
throws
up
some
in a
Zers
recovery,
out,
and
like,
I think
Mike is gonna
that's
freeze
a good
up.
situation. Like
That's the
there's
thing.
only so much
Oh,
you can do.
nice.
Great
He
down
almost
smash,
killed
gets
him.
the back hit. We talk about Wolf's coverage on ledge.
Oh.
It's so good.
Another Nair coming through. He is not able to.
See,
pass
like, the
past
offense is
backpack,
working.
but he
Okay,
resets
here we
to
go.
neutral. That's such good
He got
awareness.
a Nair.
Oh wow!
Or he got a
And
Zir.
again,
It's over.
good.
Another Nair coming through. He is not able to punish the backpack, but he resets to neutral.
As soon as he got the Zir, it was over, bro. That's unfortunate.
That's such good awareness.
Oh,
Oh, no.
wow!
Oh,
And
no,
again,
no, no.
we.
If he does it again, it's gonna
like
work.
The first stock at game
Like,
number
Zir
one.
is
He
literally
will
killing Mike.
flash just a little too high up. Gets punched by Paralyzer.
Oh,
God
the
damn.
Nair.
Very.
He actually
very well
didn't-
done
he
by
didn't
Lights being
fall
able to
apart.
force up
Let's
a-
go.
And now the game is completely even.
Oh man, that's a hell of a game too. They are swinging, man.
Okay, here we go.
I know
This is good.
the people,
Let's go,
the
Mike.
people in the chat really want
Mike
Kursed to
getting
pull it
ready.
through.
He's moving.
If he manages to get a few more hits. Get
Okay,
some
here we
good
go.
Positioning,
Oh, that actually
but
probably could
Lights
have
is
been more with
really
another
feeling
up air.
himself. As soon as he gets a
Maybe.
hit in, he gets tons more.
Yeah, his conversions have been amazing, and that's why we see him have a little bit of this disadvantage on percent.
All right.
Oh
Nice.
my
He was a little
gosh.
too late that conversion.
Broken.
As soon as I saw the forward air and know he wanted something, but he was just a little too late. I think that could be a little bit of
Okay.
rushiness to
Oh,
him. He
wow.
wants
Yeah.
wants to close out the set or close out the game.
Chris
I
is
should
feeling
say.
that
Gets
confidence
the
though for
flash.
sure.
He's off stage.
He got hit by
Gets to
that.
take advantage of
That was
ledge.
good.
Oh wow.
I guess that's something that Wolf can do.
Yeah.
If she sees the down
And you
smash,
see
she
as
can
soon
actually
as
do
Lights
that.
get
Oh,
back on
needs
stage,
to
he
tech
takes
it.
center stage.
Oh,
That's game
that
number two.
is
I've never seen
unfortunate.
that happen in my entire existence. Lights hasn't done that the entire shenanigans.
That's
Need it.
unfortunate.
So to just win 3. This is Curse's tournament game, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see if the comeback is real or Lights will take it. We're going back to Pokemon Stadium 2. No switching characters.
Oh man, this is bad.
If you
This is
are
actually
a
really
Curse
bad.
fan in chat, you
Oh.
better be popping off and giving
He
him your
almost died
power.
for
I
that.
need to see if he
But this
gains
is bad.
power based
Mike
on the
freezing
amount of
up.
love you put in chat. So I mean, you
Okay,
need to
he
give him
didn't go
that
for a
right
nair.
now, 'cause he is
Falling nair,
looking
which
rough.
is good.
That's right. But as you can see, Light
Because he would have
knows
gotten hard punished,
what
I think.
position he's in the set. He is not letting Curse breathe at all. He's throwing moves out there. He's being so aggressive.
But
Curse,
Mike-
he's not
Mike
giving
back
up
in-
either.
in
He
and get
needs
off
to
me
find
mode.
his positioning. Unfortunately,
This is
Light's
bad.
just a little too
Oh.
quick on his feet.
Just kidding.
Good awareness. He's putting himself
Oh, he
in
tried.
a really good spot.
That was
You know
almost
what?
good
Go
though.
for it. No punish. It's a good move.
No. Yep.
That's the rule.
Yep. Honestly, these big
This is
hits
getting
now
kind
will
of
be
spaghetti.
a game changer.
Very well done. He makes it back to stage.
Yep.
Lights
That
looking
side B
for
was
some
coming
shenanigans,
100%.
but Curse isn't giving him anything to be able to work with.
Oh,
You'd love
no.
to see it.
That's not it though.
Great DI.
Okay.
You could tell that the
He's just
Lights
doing that
isn't
side
really
B
going
thing.
towards
Okay.
ledge as much. He's
Got
almost letting him
caught by
back on
it.
stage.
When you see a ZSS do side B, you better expect another one. And then if you see it do it again, you better expect another one.
Just
That's
to get
just
a
how they
punish of
play.
his own, and that's
I swear it's like when they when they do their side
First,
B,
you could
so
tell
they
that
get number one.
Looking for some
Hold on.
shenanigans, but
Let me try
Curse
this.
isn't giving him anything to be able to work with. You love
They get one and they're like, oh, that was a really good move. That B
to
reverse.
see it. Great
That
DI.
was broken. Let me do it again.
you could tell that
Wait, let me do it again.
the Lights isn't really going
No,
towards
one
ledge
more time?
as
Yeah,
much. He's
there
just
we go.
he's almost letting him back on stage just to get a punish of his own. And
That's at least
first
what I
off
think of.
taken by Lights.
Oh, the F smash!
Forward smash. Yeah,
Who
that's
F
not something
smashes?
we've seen all too much at all. I think this is the first
Oh,
forward smash
man.
we've seen from Lights. And
Oh
this
my
is
gosh.
before.
No.
Right by
Did he really have
Lights.
no jump? What happened there?
Forward smash. Yeah, that's not something we've seen all too much at all. I think this is the first
Oh,
forward smash
man.
we've seen from
I
Lights.
don't
and
think he.
Does he have a
we've seen this
jump?
I don't think he was
before.
missing a jump. He just
he was
wanted
too
to.
short.
He just wanted to make it
Oh,
without the
no.
jump.
This is
But
Curse's final
yeah,
stop, possibly of
that
the
was
tournament.
unfortunate
If he
for
makes
sure.
the biggest
Oh, we got
comeback,
hit.
that would
by
be an
that,
event,
really.
but it looks like Light is definitely taking advantage of this situation. Like I said, he's playing
Oh my
a
gosh.
typical Lights game. He's gained to his opponent's head. He's just moving
Jeez.
around. Doesn't quite
it up,
get
Mike.
the kill with the
Oh
forward
my
tilt.
gosh, that recovery was
Barely
actually
makes
kind of
it
sick.
back.
I'm stunned that
Oh.
hit, dude.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Oh
Good
no.
Conversions.
Yeah, there he is
Oh, he
again with
almost-
the air dodge read of the sentry.
Okay, yep.
Building up that
The side
percent
Bs are
too.
out.
Oh
What's that
goodness.
ankle on
Side B
B?
squad
Oh my
is here.
God.
Like I said, side B this game is pretty crazy. You can basically do whatever you want
Side
with
B
it.
squad, let's go.
And that up smash
Side
we
B
were
till you
talking
die.
about, he's at a semi-high percent. It's not over. All he has to do is
Means
not
work.
make too many messed ups.
He's gonna do it again.
And then he
Do
can
it.
find a way to be able to pick it up again.
You
Great
didn't do
job
it, bro.
coming
Come
from
on.
ledge, but gets caught up by the grab from King Chris.
I think he knows
Chris
it's
is
just not
putting
gonna,
on this
it's not
pressure.
gonna
He really
kill,
wants to
so
be able
let's
to
not
find
use
the
it yet.
stage control, because if
It's
he
gonna
can
kill
put
soon
First
though.
into a bad situation, good roll.
Nice.
This is becoming like a meme.
I could definitely
game.
feel the pressure amongst both players.
Okay.
I'm on the edge of my seat, commentating this set.
Oh, that's like
Doesn't
one of
get
those,
spiked outside
risky.
of the stage,
Oh.
thankfully.
Not really that
Viable
risky
with throw
though, I
for a tech
guess.
situation broken up by the
Okay,
jab
he's definitely gonna die to
twice
side B,
now.
isn't he?
He'll make
There-
it back off stage. Now
Side
Nice
B?
actually opting to go
Side
for the
B?
up B instead of the side.
Oh my gosh.
Gets grabbed.
You got grabbed by that.
Lasted
Hello.
So long.
Oh, the
And
F tilt.
Taking the set.
Who F
Light
tilts, bro?
Takes
That was actually a
basically
really good F tilt.
6-1 for the whole 2 sets. But in the bracket reset, Lights take it 3-0 from the loser side originally.
That's enough.
Over.
Okay, so why'd you lose, Mike? The reason you lost, at least let's start this way, is for a good part of the set you didn't know how to deal with Zare and down B. So you'd get hit by Zare and you would basically start holding shields. So you'd use a lot of get off me options for pretty much majority of the set here. That was pretty much what was happening. A lot of get off me options and then not enough approaching. And then when you started approaching, things were actually pretty good. You definitely started improving more as we got further into the set with Ledge. But he also was starting to catch on to your recovery. So even if he wasn't getting you immediately, he was keeping you at Ledge longer. And so then what ended up happening is you would basically take a whole bunch of percent. And then as you sort of started reaching more, you also started getting hit by more things that were just sort of being thrown out there. Because a lot of what you were doing was actually sort of a similar idea, which is throwing out in space to try and cover like an approach. So in this case, he's covering approaching, but also just like options off of ledge. And so he ended up getting quite a bit off of that. But yeah, I mean, it was still pretty good set. I mean, given how Chris was playing, you definitely could have won. And I don't mean that to say like Chris was playing bad, because Chris was playing fine. But you were also playing really good too, so that was letting you compete, and you could definitely make that happen. So I mean, holding back isn't necessarily bad. It's just that you were holding back too much, I guess, and you need to improve on your pressure in the offensive side, because your defense wasn't enough to get you the win. So, I mean, that's just sort of what cost you. And I'm not sure if there's anything else to really add, but anything else that I should touch on? If anyone has some points they want to talk about, we could talk about that too. You love ZSS Wolf? I don't like ZSS or Wolf. Well, Chris didn't really get a lot of those off though. That's the thing. But yeah, it was working well at the beginning. Don't like we fit nice. No, it was working at the beginning, but he kind of got what really was sort of happening. I'll show you a section that was like really telltale. This is like, I guess, like the summary of the set. Or hold on, that's way back. Oh, Shadowroth was in there. Let's go. Where was it? I think it was in set 1.
The first time they
No, it wasn't this one. Shoot, where was it? Was it on town, I think? No. Where was it? Oh man,
stage,
I've
but
forgotten where.
Is
depends.
situation, which this is game number 3.
Yeah, it's this one.
He has to make one treating
Really
for that corner
from playing, but he
and he knew.
I promise we're going somewhere.
Be a sudden.
Okay, this is it. This was basically, this was like the summary of the match.
Change the position of
so
the certain hitboxes of that moves and where it sends you.
So he's using laser. Okay, he gets a hit. So he gets massive positioning off of this, right?
But again,
so he's using laser, which is fine. But then what he does, he doesn't actually approach. He basically just
Curse
Basically just throws out an air like that.
not afraid to keep
he
silent
didn't
position.
say that you missed the Wii Fit.
Them,
Okay.
or the certain hitboxes of that
So yeah,
move, so where it sends you.
he throws out a move because he actually wants Lights to approach,
Careful with it again.
which he did do earlier in the set,
They combo
but
or
it
kill.
doesn't work now
But again,
because Lights is starting to play more
Curse not
patient.
afraid to keep
So he
silent,
does that, and then he runs away,
being back on
and he kind of like tries to run in, but then doesn't. He doesn't feel confident,
stage.
so then he
We've
backs
seen,
off,
the results
and then he
of,
takes a
trying to contest
massive
that move
amount of
off
percent
stage
for
doesn't
this.
work.
So
Combo
just
or
to show
kill.
you, he's at 33.
But again, Curse not afraid to keep silent, being back on stage. We've seen the results of
Gets
trying
zeroed.
to contest that move off stage
Then he
doesn't
gets
work
hit.
quite well for the opponents. Even percent
Doesn't kill him for
almost
that, but
just
this
a
should have
stop
killed,
down.
honestly.
Curse
Like that bear like barely missed.
not looking too
But
good.
you see
there.
that. So now he's
My
at
gosh,
75,
that was such a good conversion from Lights.
and then he's doing get off me options.
Curse was able to get him out of get
Kinda
himself
just
out
gets
of
out
that
of there.
dire
I'm not-
position, but just
yeah.
the fact that you get put in there, that takes a toll on you.
I will
And
say one
then
thing though, and that's if
keeps
Curse
doing
manages
it.
to punish a paralyzer with a counter or with a
at that
reflect, that
Zare.
could be the game as well.
But you see, you
Toll on
can
you.
kind of just like
I will say
Chris
one
can
thing
just
though,
sort of
and that's if Curse
pressure
manages to
safely.
punish a paralyzer with a counter or with a reflect, that could
So
be the game
Mike
as well.
doesn't know how to deal with this
I mean,
playstyle, or it's not.
Lights is
It's
at 2
beating
stocks
his
now.
defense basically.
True.
Right.
Still vibing. Oh
So
my
that's sort of
gosh.
the issue.
Thankfully that wasn't at the platform, or else that
Now
would
this
have been the
isn't really
stock.
going to show up in this match
Yeah,
here,
yeah, Lights
but I'll
not
show you
putting
another
himself in
match
that bad of
later.
a position, doing his best to be able to make.
So he's basically not. He's not actually doing like offense. He's basically playing defense the whole time. So he doesn't go in. He's basically only using moves when it's a get off me tool, when it's out of shield. So he doesn't feel confident on actually going in on Chris.
Position, but just
Like if I show you this one here,
Curse not looking too good there.
so he goes here.
my gosh, that was such
He hasn't really been attacking, so he goes. He sees him miss,
version from
so then he
Lights.
starts going for fair, and he basically goes on a fair
Curse was
train.
able to get him out of get himself out of
And
that
then he goes back to
dire position, but just
back
the
to his
fact that you
lasering.
get put in there.
You see he's covering
takes a toll on
covering
you.
options with his bear, for example.
My gosh, that was
It's
such a good
all
conversion from
positioning
Lights.
based
Curse
rather
was
than
able to get him out
actually
get
going in.
himself out of that dire position, but just the fact
So
that
you see
get
like that bear, that's basically only if Chris jumps, right?
put in there,
There's nothing else that's going to cover.
that takes a toll on you.
So then he goes back
I
and he
will
does his
say
laser
one
again.
thing, though, and that's
Which
if,
is fine
if
and
Curse
all
manages to
when it
punish
works,
punish a
but
paralyzer with a counter.
problem is
or
he's
with
losing
reflect,
a
that
lot
could
of
be the
ground
game as well.
by doing this.
I mean, Lice is at 2 stocks now.
True.
Still vibing. Oh
So, I
my
mean,
gosh.
Thankfully
That's
that wasn't at the
fine.
platform, or else that would have been the stock.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
see, like-
Lights not putting him
And now this is when, like, I think again Mike doesn't know what he's
in that
supposed to
bad
be
of a
doing
position,
here.
doing his best
So
to
now
make
he
his
starts
way
actually
around.
like
That was
freezing
scary.
up.
Whew.
We're almost down to the 3-minute mark. Oh, wow, surprising that didn't kill. But we do have a higher, just slightly higher ceiling at Smashville, or Tana City. And the side B again.
And
taking
then I
another
will show
stock.
you like a really
Yes,
big
sir.
example
Ah,
again.
and
This match
is
is like really
Oh,
bad
shit.
for him
Early
in
kill
terms
indeed.
of
Great news. Yep. What a better time to
just
most
like
part, and now
locking
there's
him
only
down.
minor issue. So learning how to properly
So-
get the most out of that is the most.
His
Granted,
get off
he
me tools
probably could've
again, right?
died anyways,
This is fine
but
and all.
at this point of play, there's only minor adjustments that you can make.
So he
even
kind of
to
went in,
just
but then watch this. Now
be able to
now he's
to
actually just
improve,
gonna
right?
start
Like this,
doing get
they're
off me
here
again.
because they're good at everything for the most part, and now they need to fine tune some of the situations and really, get that engine revving.
Another get off me.
And what a better
Everything
something like
for the
this.
most part, and now
He,
they need to fine
Chris basically has
some
so
of
much
the,
freedom
the situations and
with
really,
his offense
get that,
that he can basically
engine
just
revving
go in like this.
properly.
He misses his air. He just doesn't even get it. He doesn't get the air. But Mike's reaction is to try and bear out a shield, and he still has enough time to turn around and fair him.
And what a better time to adapt in grand finals, especially if
You know what I
the
mean?
bracket
So,
reset does take place.
Still, again, like,
but
okay, he
we're
got
seeing
one
rule
hit.
number
He
4
got
going
one
engine
out
revving
counter
properly.
hit, right? He got
And what a
one
better-
nair.
What a better time to adapt in
But
grand
what
finals,
happened in the
especially
meantime? He
if
lost
the
his
bracket
stock.
reset does take place, but we're
And he's
seeing
doing
rule
nairs
number
as
4 going
landing. Like,
hopeless
that's
into-
very, very unsafe. No, I said that Mike was nairing, and then Chris fared. That's what I'm
Great.
saying.
And they're good at everything for the most part, and now
I
they
promise I
need to
didn't mess up.
fine-tune some of
I'll show you.
the situations and really, you know, get
So
that engine
ZSS
revved
does Nair,
properly.
then Mike tries Nair, and then ZSS does Fair.
And what a better time to adapt in grand finals, especially if the bracket reset does take place. But we're seeing.
But again,
game
double
number 4 going to
two
Pokemon
Nairs
Center.
there that
Great.
really get him killed.
And what
So
a better,
let's see where
what a better time
what
to
that takes
adapt
him
in
to.
grand finals, especially
See.
if the bracket reset does take
So
place.
from 72
We're seeing game number 4
to
going
death,
Pokemon
basically.
Center. Great use. Yep. Yeah, honestly, if you do a decently
Yeah,
charged
no,
paralyzer,
it's
push
Nair.
your opponent forward
I
and down
said
B.
Nair.
That just means
Maybe
an
it just
earlier kill, and we
sounded
saw
funny.
it there. And that is an early kill indeed. Like
But then again, like sort of.
So do a decently charged paralyzer. Push
So
your
like as
opponent
long
forward and
as
down B. That just
the
means
point is, as long as
an
Chris
earlier kill, and we saw it there. And
plays it
that's
somewhat
that is
safe,
an early
he can
kill
just
indeed.
do whatever. Because Mike basically has to get an out of shield option to even stop it.
The big stock.
I will wait for the clip. We'll see if I was hallucinating or not. I'm pretty sure I said Nair. Like I don't remember misspeaking. It's just the way that I put it made it sound like I don't know, Fair got mixed in there. GG's. Did I say Zaire? What did I say? Oopsie. Sorry, that meant to say Nair. All right, you got me.
Deficit already, like it might not look
I know
like
what move that is, I promise.
it, even though it's one stock, but if you get a kill that early, that's a definitely big mental change and mental challenge you have to get over.
Yeah, Lights is really.
But yeah, basic point. Defense wasn't working. His offense wasn't enough because he was basically relying on defense to work. So then he got frozen up, and he did manage to unfreeze, and he started dealing with Zaire better towards the end. But then he started getting hit by other things instead. Like he was basically just running into things at that point, expecting a ping.